You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Thursday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
Did you happen to watch the Leafs game last night?
I didn't watch the game. I saw there was controversy. I immediately found the clip this morning, and it is the fix ever in with your Leafs.
And Benoit will get a clear, and if Kelly Sutherland diving to get out of the way, and he sets up the run. Scores! Short-handed!
Throw the video in the podcast links. So basically what happened was the Leafs on the penalty kill at the start of the third period. They go to clear it out. Kelly Sutherland, the referee, it's like he was trying to get out of the way of the puck or he slipped, but it looks like he intentionally dove in front of it to stop the puck from getting dumped down the ice.
This man, full perfect technique, slip and slides his way in front of the loose puck, stopping it from going into the other zone, into the corner, and probably just being poked at. The Leafs get a 2-on-1, and I am very openly against the idea of the Leafs or the refs screw our team. The refs are out to get us. But if you're a Colorado fan today, the refs were out to get you.
This is the first time the refs have ever been in the Leafs' favor, in my opinion, and I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I love the reaction on the commentary.
Oh man, dude, yeah, when you do hockey and stuff like that as a broadcaster, there's just sometimes where you're supposed to have this air of professionalism and you're analyzing the game. But sometimes it's just your own voice comes out oh, man.
I would have loved to hear the conversation between the Avs coach and Kelly Sutherland last night.
Oh, mic that up for sure. I mean, even they did a quick cut to the bench, and he just looks confused of what the fuck just happened here?
Kelly Sutherland was trying to hit the parlay last night. He had Lorentz on the over for shots or something.
Dude, never mind the coach. That's the mic I want to hear. The mic in the officials room when they all went back after the game and the other guys are all like, Kelly, what are you doing out there?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Question for you.
Sure.
You didn't happen to be in New Jersey last week, did you?
I don't think I've actually ever been to New Jersey.
Oh, okay. So this wasn't you then. I saw this crazy headline. A man found with a live turtle concealed in his pants at a New Jersey airport.
Wait. Why in his pants?
I guess he was trying to bring the turtle with him.
Just onto the airplane?
Yeah. They caught him as he was going through the body scanner things.
Oh, through TSA security.
They noticed that there was something around his crotch region that didn't seem right.
It wasn't matching normal human x-rays?
It turned out to be a turtle that was about 5 inches long, wrapped in a small blue towel.
Well, at least he wrapped it in a towel.
Yeah.
Do you think he wrapped the turtle in the towel for its safety or your own? Considering the location.
A little bit of both. Sounds like a real reptile dysfunction, if you know what I mean.
Shake my head.
You like
Shake
that
my
one?
head. Well
You
done.
like that one?
That's great.
They asked the man what he was doing, and he just said he just wanted to bring the turtle with him.
Just wanted to chill.
It's not like an illegal species or anything. They say the turtle that it was is just known for being a pet.
That's if someone owns a pet turtle, it's probably this kind of turtle.
Yeah.
I just feel like people bring pets on planes all the time. We've seen emotional support animals. I've seen people bring peacocks and things on planes. Mm-hmm. You probably didn't have to put that turtle in your pants, man.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a sexual thing or if he thought he just couldn't have it, but what is that conversation though when you get pulled over? It's
right.
You got a turtle in your pants and you're like, excuse me, it's not that cold.
Well, that's the thing too, is the going through the scanner, I guess, makes sense because if it's in the pat down, if the TSA agent is doing the quick, pat arms and legs, and all of a sudden comes across as can I ask what that is?
It's my chastity belt.
Is he? I'm saving myself for the Lord.
I mean, that's the best answer you could possibly have in that situation.
Are you legally required to show your chastity belt if they find it?
Maybe
if they do the pat down and it's dunk dunk dunk, can they be I need to see what's in there?
Pre 9/11, no. Now for sure, yeah.
Pre 9/11, you can just be it's a chastity belt. You're not allowed to ask.
Don't get me wrong. I've snuck a Mickey into a concert in my waistband before, but this is next level.
See, that's things I'm thinking about. I've seen people sneak just tucking joints in their socks or a bottle in their shirt for the ladies.
You know what? If it was a lady and you had it concealed in the bra, if you were a more robust kind of gal,
right.
You might have been able to get away with it, actually.
Do you need a second turtle?
Sometimes one is bigger than the other.
Sometimes one have a shell.
Who are you to judge?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What have you smuggled in your pants or your bra before?
So every time I go on a cruise and I stop at any beaches, I smuggle sand and seashells into a Ziploc bag in my bra back onto the cruise ship.
Is that illegal to do?
It is, yeah. Just because of anything that's like living in the sand and things like that to bring back to your country.
See, that's where I feel like females, you guys can get away with smuggling things in the bra a lot easier than guys can.
Yeah, no one will stop you.
What's the craziest thing you've ever smuggled in your bra, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh my goodness. It's hard to say because it's kind of like a pocket for women. Like we kind of just carry whatever we want in there.
It's like having an extra hand. It's like whatever needs to go in there goes in there.
Yeah. I know I did come home from a girls' night out with $20 in my bra, and I only went with a debit card. I didn't come with cash.
You know what? Maybe there's some questions that don't need to be asked this morning.
Right?
We've also got a friend of the show, Mitch, on the phone. Mitch, you got a story about smuggling something in your pants or what?
When I was a teenager, we had this, unfortunate to say, but a little shoplifting competition amongst a couple of my friends.
Okay.
So we'll go to Canadian Tire the one day, and I said, okay, I'm going to take this. I wanted a hockey stick because I was into hockey. So I stuffed this thing down my pants and tucked the blade under my shirt. First step I took, it's like, oh, no. I can't bend my knee. We're too smart.
You basically splinted yourself.
Yeah, I ended up walking out with a very noticeable limp. I can't believe I didn't get caught.
Do we think the security was just that bad at Canadian Tire? Or do you think that maybe they were like, you know what, this kid deserves it?
It was. I mean, I can't believe I didn't get caught. But anyway.
I don't know about you guys, but I was always raised not to point out people's limps and flaws and disabilities.
They felt so bad for your Forrest Gump ass. They were like, let him go.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
In the war between Canada and the United States, the U.S. just got a pretty cool thing that we are not getting. You know how you can watch The Simpsons on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
The American version of Disney Plus has added a stream for people who want to watch The Simpsons but don't want the stress of choosing what episode to choose. It's just going to run every episode from every season, from season 1 to wherever they're at now, back to back 24/7.
It's kind of like that Baywatch channel I used to watch on my Samsung TV.
Yeah. Or the Hell's Kitchen one that
and
you
it
used
just
to
keeps
watch.
looping episodes.
Exactly. So basically, at any time, if you're a Simpsons fan who lives in America and you want to just have it on as background noise or just jump in, you could put it on and you're good to go. Hopefully we get that in Canada.
I mean, well, if you go on YouTube, there's guys that are live streaming The Simpsons 24/7. They're about to get a huge cease and desist.
They're the ones who are not super pumped about this. You're right. They are about to get shut down. But I did the math. So I figured out how many episodes there are, went through all.
How many seasons are they on now?
They are on, they're into 35 seasons now, I want to say. So if you sat down from start to finish and watched every episode, would take you pretty much bang on 12 days.
Oh, like 24 hours a day?
24 hours a day, no breaks, no stops, opening credits to closing credits with a shh, and then on to the next episode. 12 full consecutive days. Almost 2 weeks of The Simpsons.
On the first day of Simpsons.
I could not imagine sitting down for a significant, I think I could make it through maybe 4 episodes before I'd need to walk away.
I don't know, but you think about some of the shows that you binge watch and you're like, I just watched 2 seasons of whatever today.
Yeah, I guess, what was the Netflix thing? Are you still watching? That exists for a reason because people were so dialed into their show.
Yeah.
But imagine somebody just not eating, not going to the bathroom, just locked into the couch. That's a medical emergency.
I mean, if you're in the hospital, it's the best option. Yeah.
Now, that said, 12 days, again, takes you from season 1, episode 1 to where they are currently at in the run right now. It'll get longer as they add more shows. But I think we're all in agreement that there's a lot of that you don't need to watch.
Oh, I mean, all you need to do is watch the first 8-9 seasons of The Simpsons.
So I think that it is generally agreed upon from people who've watched The Simpsons from back in the day that The Simpsons died the moment they tried to say that Principal Skinner wasn't Principal Skinner.
Valid point.
Which is episode 1, season 9, The Principal and the Pauper.
Is it? Yeah.
I am nerding out right now. So I did the math. If you want to do the proper Simpsons marathon, it'll actually only take you 2 days and 17 hours to watch 178 episodes. And as soon as the name Armin Tamzarian is spoken, you just turn it off.
If you don't have any plans for the weekend, you do now.
This is the Brock and Delby podcast.
Went to the golf simulator last night, and they just had this music that was on a loop for, I swear, almost 30 minutes. It was driving me crazy. It almost sounds like a weird elevator music or like an on-hold music.
I was going to say, it feels like if you've ever gone to like a big conference or something like that, sort of that looping music they have where you're waiting for the speaker to come out on stage.
Yeah.
It just feels like perpetual nothing.
I want to curate a playlist for these guys. I think they need to have like more fitting songs for the golfers out there. Like,
right.
I was thinking, I don't know why they don't have this in there. You know, get the juices flowing a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could mix in a little bit of that, a little Pat Benatar, like a hit me with your best shot.
Yeah, man.
Right? Get you that motivation. You're like standing there about to line it up. That comes on. You're like, yeah, I got this.
Maybe a little Steve Miller Band. Right?
Bonus points for the word eagle, just in general.
Because that's never going to happen for either of us.
What's, oh, God, you'd probably be more familiar. Was All American Rejects? Didn't they have a song called, like, Swing, Swing?
Yeah.
That would also be good. Or just literally anything from the swing era of music would feel appropriate.
Totally. I mean, you got to have some Creed. You know, for the guy that can't loft his shot too well, it's a little bit of motivation there.
That's good. Just as long as you promise there'll be no 6 feet from the edge. We can't have that one.
Or, I mean, if you want to talk about, like, getting the ball up, I mean...
Get on up.
How many times have you been golfing? You're like, get up there. Get up there.
When I'm up, I can't get down?
Yes. Yes.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
When I go golfing with my buddy Frank, like, he's trash. So to kind of grind his gears a little bit, I'll play that every little thing is gonna be all right song whenever he misses a putt, just to mess with his mind.
Oh, like Three Little Birds or whatever it's called?
Yeah, man, yeah.
I think that guy is onto something. Making a trolling playlist for your buddies while you're playing golf.
Right, because your idea was like, let's come up with a playlist that would be good to listen to.
This is even better.
But if you can mess with your friends, that's half the fun of golfing.
I like that. That
Yeah.
would drive me insane if someone started playing that.
Just as you're like getting ready to line up like a recovery shot out of the rough or something.
Yeah. Oh, you got that buddy that just keeps shanking it and all, you hit him up with the Britney.
That's a club throw. Yeah. That's a big time club throw. If you're golfing with someone who's got kids, one that you could do every time they drift one into the woods here.
Yeah.
You just hit them with a little bit. I don't know if you remember this song from TikTok.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
Yes.
Into the thick of it.
Especially this part right here. Wait for it.
We're tramping through the bush.
If they've got kids and you put on the backyardigans, they're going home.
You know, like some of those holes, like it takes your buddy forever to get up because of the hill or he's in the bunker or whatever. I use that Kate Bush.
Oh, one that you can queue up as you're like all walking off the green back to the carts or whatever, and everybody's like, "Oh, I got a 4, I got a 6 or whatever." Your buddy gives his terrible score. You just fire up a little.
Cause you had a bad day.
I'm going home if I hear this. I'm honestly going home.
You get in the cart, you just drive right down the fairway.
I feel like that song plays in my head and I don't even realize it sometimes. For the buddy who can't hit a drive that far.
Damn.
Hit him with a little Sammy.
I feel like you've had this queued up when we've been golfing.
I'm going to have it queued up now. And then I think your personal song that you're going to have is...
No, let me tell you how this always goes. I go out golfing with you. We have fun for about the first 3 holes, and then my game falls apart, and the rest of the round is just...
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's the official anthem of golf.
That is, but we keep going back.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
In a few weeks' time, the Masters will be starting up, and Mr. Scotty Scheffler, who won last year, gets to have the special Masters Club dinner.
Oh, that's right.
So he got to set his own menu.
Yeah.
Which it might be the greatest club dinner of all time.
Ooh.
For appetizers, he's got cheeseburger sliders.
Hell yeah.
He's got meatball and ravioli bites.
Wow.
Then the first course is chili. Then the main course comes with a ribeye. And then for dessert, he's got a chocolate chip skillet cookie.
A chocolate chip skillet cookie sounds amazing.
Most people go a lot more fancy with this kind of thing. I respect the hell out of Scotty Scheffler for all of this.
That's the most down-to-earth backyard barbecue Masters feast I've ever heard in my life. And it feels dangerous because a lot of those golf pants are like a really light tone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be putting back chili before you're wearing those Dockers.
Chili is so funny, man. The day before the Masters starts, all these guys are going to be ripping ass out there.
All these stained polo shirts.
Yeah.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We got this bad line message on the line yesterday.
Can you verify if this is a real thing? Started a new job, and the guys wanted to go to the Legion after work. It's my first time ever going there, and apparently you're not allowed to wear your hat in there. Freaking old guy was trying to make me buy a round for everyone in the bar just because I was wearing my hat.
Well, yeah.
Is that a crop of shit? Like, you ever heard of this before? I honestly just laughed. I'm not buying everyone a fucking beer.
Dude, come on.
You know what? I will say, the first time I went into a Legion, I got yelled at so hard for wearing my hat. I was very confused, but it's a legit thing. You cannot wear your hat in the Legion.
Right. Well, the idea is like you take your hat off to show respect. You're in the Legion. You should always be showing respect, so you don't wear your hat there. Same as you. First time when I was like first getting into radio and living out in BC, the Legion was kind of like the hot spot on a Friday night.
Cheapest beer in town.
Dude, the number of times I walked in, because I was going bald at the time, so I was always wearing hats. The number of times I'd have to like stuff a ball cap in my back pocket because I forgot.
It's a respect kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. Now, the buying everyone a round of beer, I think it depends on who's at the Legion.
I think it depends on what Legion you're at, who's there, and then also your attitude. Like, I always found, like, if someone caught me with the hat on and was just like, hey, hat, I would just, oh my God, I'm so sorry, take it off. And they were like, we're good.
I think the whole hat thing, it is an unwritten rule. It's kind of like when you're at the urinal, like you don't go to the one next to the guy beside you.
There's always got to be a buffer urinal, and just don't, we're not talking
here.
here.
It's a bit different than the hat rule, but nonetheless, kind of the same moral.
I know, you know what? I think they're both a matter of respect.
Yeah. It's like our Fight Club rule. You don't address it, but it is what it is, you know?
You just talked about Fight Club, man.
I just broke the rules, didn't I?
Come on!
I just broke the rules.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We are talking about unwritten rules, and we got a lot coming in here on the text line.
Yeah, honestly, some of these ones are just things that people should live their life by. One that I saw that stood out, never swipe someone else's camera roll on their phone.
Yes.
When someone goes to show you a picture on their phone, if your finger comes anywhere near the screen, you're a scumbag.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
That's greasy move. Also, whoever's driving gets to pick the music. That's an automatic one.
There's no argument. The driver, like, other people can pick songs. Drivers got veto rights from start to finish. You don't like it? Get behind the wheel.
We did get a call from this guy who said this.
Always change the toilet paper roll after you're emptying, because...
And I 100% agree. I think that goes with the same thing of, like, in the office, you refill the coffee pot, whatever it is, right?
If you got to water one of them Culligan jugs, listen, I know they're heavy, but if you finished it, you're responsible for getting another jug up into the cooler.
If you take the last beer from the fridge, you have to restock it.
That's just common courtesy. And if you bring beer to the party, you don't take it home.
Also, we do have friend of the show, Tracy, on the phone. Now, Tracy, you had another toilet paper related thing?
Toilet paper, always over. Never under. Under is just dumb. Why do people do that? And then when I'm in someone else's house and it's under, I'm like, oh, they must not have meant to do this. I'm just going to change it.
You change people's toilet paper over?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't say anything. I just, feel better than them when I leave the washroom then.
The sheer audacity. I am here for this.
I don't know if this is an unwritten rule or more of a case of OCD, Tracy.
Yeah, there might be a bit of that.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We have got a lot of people arguing on the text line about the over or under toilet paper rule after Tracy's call.
Honestly, one of the great debates of our species is over versus under.
We've heard a lot from the over community. We've got Janine on the phone. Would you like to explain why you're an under person?
I have 3 bathrooms. I got to go under for the cats because I'm an over person. It drives my OCD nuts. But for the sake of my cats and their lives, I put it under.
So in your opinion, actually, anyone else who goes under and doesn't have a cat?
They're weird. I also don't turn on the light in the middle of the night, so I don't want to have to go searching for that end.
You're an in-the-dark bathroom user.
I feel like we're throwing stones at a glass house calling people weird now.
I am a woman. I don't need a light.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It is time to say
welcome back
to spring, as it is officially the first day of spring.
Well, and that's just it. We're saying goodbye to winter on the calendar. We're Canadians. We're braced for whatever may still be ahead
of us. Winter 2.0, yeah.
But the calendar says that today is spring, so we get to say things like, welcome back to birds having loud, aggressive conversations right outside your window.
I hate birds so much.
I know you do, buddy.
Welcome back to finally wearing something other than a hoodie and thinking your shirt shrunk, only to realize it's your gut that's gotten bigger.
Welcome back.
And also with that in mind, if you're going anywhere for the day, welcome back to keeping no less than 3 outfit options in your car.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to debating on if you should put out your patio furniture or not and then instantly regretting it. Same thing with the winter tires.
I was going to say, I'm having the winter tire debate. Welcome back to guzzling windshield washer fluid like your car is on a bender.
Yeah, seriously. Stock up. Welcome back to all the potholes.
Yeah.
I mean, they never left, but also you could say welcome back to finding out that pothole you went over was a lot more expensive than you thought.
Welcome back.
Honestly, though, welcome back to the sheer joy of hitting a massive puddle and ripping a wake behind you, as long as there's no pedestrians around.
Welcome back.
Don't say you're smiling.
It's funny, but it is illegal. It is illegal. Welcome back to watching the Blue Jays lose.
Yeah. You know what? Welcome back to everything just kind of having a smell. Just the outside smell.
There is a smell.
There's a smell.
And finally, I'd like to say welcome back to being excited for golf season.
Welcome back.
Only to realize that you still suck.
Yeah, it turns out I didn't magically get better over the winter.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I'm mad. We forgot to say
welcome back
to patio beers.
That's right. Patio beers just around the corner. Yeah. Looking forward to those. And also, you talk about ones that we forgot. We forgot to say
welcome back
to watching the Leafs just blow up in the first round of the playoffs.
Stop this. Stop this. The refs are on our side. You saw what happened last night.
Oh, buddy, they're going to be so anti-Leaf to make up for this for the rest of the season now.
If we're saying welcome back to that, welcome back to another year of Detroit not being in the playoffs.
You don't know that yet.
I think
you don't know that.
I think we do.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
One baby to another said you should text Brock and Dalby. 762-555 is the number to text them. You can ask them anything you want, ask them all your questions. 762-555 is the number, just ask a question.
How much cotton do you have in your mouth right now?
My Kurt Cobain impression.
No, I got that.
762-555.
I loved you in Puddle of Mud, by the way. You were great.
That's actually, it's not my Kurt Cobain. It's my Wes Scantlin doing Kurt Cobain. Yeah. First text we got in here says, can you drink bidet water asking for a friend?
Theoretically, yeah, as long as it's unused, right? Like if it's coming right out of the tap, it's clean water right out of your system.
I mean, you just gotta think, would you drink toilet water? Because you could drink that too, but...
The thing is the toilet water goes into the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You do awful things to the bowl. If a bidet is set up right, you shouldn't be doing anything to the bidet itself.
I just feel like there's some backsplash there. But I mean, if you really needed to, you could.
Yeah, in a pinch, you'd be totally fine. It's the same water that comes out of your sink.
Another water-related question. How many ice cubes in a mixed drink?
I take my mixed drinks neat, personally, so that they don't get watered down, but I would say like max 2.
I was going to say max 3.
Yeah. It depends on the size of the ice cube, and it depends on the size of the glass. Like if you got like a nice little highball glass and good average size ice cubes, 2 to 3 is
There's nothing worse than ordering like a mixed drink and they load it up with ice and you don't even taste anything.
Especially like the little pellet ice, and it's just like you're basically drinking a slush with nothing in it. Where do you stand on the big, absurd, like, one giant ice orbs you see, like, high-end scotch drinker? Well, not scotch, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, they look cool, but then I just feel like it is diluting the drink a little bit more.
I just feel like I would hit my teeth with it, and that would upset me. You know what I mean? You go to take a sip, tink,
I also like to chew the ice, so it's like a giant jawbreaker at the end of it.
Gobstopper?
Yeah. Someone said, what's something you always judge people for, even though you know you shouldn't?
Oh, man. You know
You're
what?
like, where does the list start?
I am bad for judging people's laziness when I see them, like, park on curbs or do like a bad job parking or leaving carts behind. And the fact of the matter is that a lot of that is worth judging. But we also don't know everybody's story, right? So it's like, oh, look at this lazy sack over here. And then, like, they have a perfectly good medical, physical, whatever explanation for it.
One thing that I've been judgy about on lately is I've been on TikTok a lot, and it's people who set up their phones for them to cry.
Oh.
Which seems like I don't know if you're actually crying or not. It just feels so crazy to be like, I'm emotionally drained right now.
Right.
Let me just take a video real quick.
I'm going through a breakdown and I need to share it with the internet. We all deal with grief in our own way, but that one just feels really...
I just found out my boyfriend cheated on me. I should sit on the floor of my kitchen, put my ring light on, and take a video. It's such a crazy idea.
It feels a little icky.
Someone said, why do we keep toothbrushes in the same room we take poops in?
That's why they sell those little caps that you can put on over your bristles.
It is weird. You know, you literally keep it a few feet away from the toilet, depending on where your sink is. Like,
I mean, the idea is as long as you're keeping the lid down on your toilet before you flush, you really are containing the spread. That said, no one does that.
Yeah.
Like, it is a very small percentage of the population that does that. So going back to the can you drink bidet water, is it really any worse than putting your poopy toothbrush in your mouth?
You could use the same water on your toothbrush, I guess. All right, final one here. If you could be a fly on the wall in any room, what room would you pick?
I mean, probably the White House, right? The Oval Office. Just feels like you'd hear some crazy conversations. And that's not even like a just current administration thing. Think of any president in the history of the United States. Yeah. You would hear wild stuff.
It's funny because I didn't think about it like that. I was like, if I was a fly, where would I want to be? I was going to say like the kitchen or a porta potty, but you had a way better answer, dude.
This is the Brock and Delby Podcast.
Ed's word of the day.
Let's see what he's got.
Good morning. Now, today's word is loquacious. Yep, loquacious. 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 And it's excessively talkative or wordy. Or garrulous. Anyways. Yeah, they can drive you nuts sometimes. Like, shut the hell up. Anyways, that does just about does it. Have a great one. Cheers her up.
Some people say that we are too loquacious.
I was just going to say, I don't think I've ever been called loquacious in my life. Doesn't seem like that describes every report card I ever got.
I will be using it, though. Shut your loquacious ass up.
You're out of the bar. You're trying to watch the game. That one friend just won't shut up about it. Listen, you're being loquacious right now. You need to bring it down.
I do think loquacious, it kind of sounds sexy. It almost sounds complimentary. Like if you have a friend that yaps a lot and you're introducing them to someone, they wouldn't even know. You could be like, hey, this is my friend Dalby. He's very loquacious.
Meet my fine loquacious friend Brock.
Yeah. Loquacious. Use it wherever you can today, all right?
Want to be part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the bad line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word bad to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.